Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain, for the Sony PlayStation 1. In the last video, we got a ton of secrets, I think. I did a lot of exploring in Steinkrow and Wasserbund, if I remember correctly, and I believe either in the last video or the one before that, I also beat Noobcrafter, and I now have to head to Malik's Bastion. But before I decided to do anything, I decided to spend some time over here as soon as I got to it. This particular cave entrance that I'm standing in front of, because this cave entrance only opens during a full moon. And I think we're just about ready to open it at any moment now. There we go. As soon as it hit full moon, that door opened. And this is secret number 17. And I know exactly where this is. So, yeah, I decided to pause with the select button screen there for a second, so that way I could get to my notes and immediately cross it off, remove it from said list. I took a bit of a beating on the way here, but that's because I was just waiting for hours in game time, and also I was in the rain too, which was just spawned at random by the game. I say as I beat up these bandits. I should have saved these guys for later. Well, I got plenty of Hearts of Darkness. I can refill my health with those if I need to. But I do want to use a no, not that. I want to use a certain spell here, and that's it. Let's go ahead and drain these two guys dry. And then I'm going to turn one of these guys into poisonous goo. Never mind, I'm going to turn them both into poisonous goo and get all these spells. There are some bandits here that throw multiple daggers very, very fast. 2 of them are here, 3 of them are past these boulders. And if you can get rid of multiples of these guys at once. Nice. Managed to tear him apart. And in this chest in particular is a blood vial and a rune triangle, which I keep calling rune pyramids. So we got a little more health and we got a little more magic, which is really good. And that's pretty much everything that is here. So I'm just going to go ahead and no. This button. R2, not R1. I'm going to go ahead and leave the same way I came in. And I'm going to turn back into the wolf form so that way I can get out of there. Now I should be able to do the other secret here, assuming I have the health. Can I do this? First of all, let's look at our map. I may be able to. Not quite sure. Just barely. I had barely enough health to do that one. But let's get in here while we still have health and while we still have a full moon, because I want to do this. And these two creatures will try to eat us, or at least try to attack us when we get in here. But by going in here, we will find this little area. And we are now in this little Stonehenge-like area. And I want to switch to the sword. And I also need to check
Iron sword.
there it is. That's the one I was thinking of. Alright. Cross that off. Yes, I do have the iron sword equipped. Making sure. Reason I'm switching to the iron sword is because it makes it easier to deal with the enemies that are here. You will have some zombies, but you will also have some shadow creatures that can be a little hard to see. They are there, though. If you see, like, weird dark circles traveling towards you, be sure to be ready to just swat your sword or mace at them just to get rid of them. Because they will hurt you until you get rid of them. Also, watch out near all the pickups that are in this area, because every time you approach one, you're going to be seeing at least one zombie. Okay, and I thought I saw like another shadow enemy coming at me there, but thankfully that wasn't the case. And I would much rather use a sword on the zombies, because the zombies are going to take 2 hits to kill with the sword at night compared to 3 with the mace. And you'll definitely be able to wipe them out as soon as you see them. And there's another one of you. Perfect. Almost done collecting everything. Almost done. And I think that should be the last of everything. So we can just walk back onto this little panel in the floor here, and we can get out of here. And I cannot believe that I've been recording for almost 7 minutes already. And those things are ghosts now, but that's okay. And I don't really have to worry much about getting out of here, because I have the bat form. So let's go ahead and use it. And this time around, now that I'm done here, don't want to go the cave northeast of Noctholm, because that's a thing. Yeah, I'm better off just going straight to Noctholm or Nuptraptor's retreat here. Still have Noctholm on the brain. And you get this little area right here. So when I saw Noctholm's retreat, I thought that I saw the wolf. Saw the symbol for the wolf form. No, it's for the bat form. To be frank, they do look kind of similar, the icons for the wolf and bat forms, if you are new to the game. I mean, you do get used to the differences between them eventually, at least for those 2 icons, but I got confused and thought it was a wolf form. No, it was the bat form. But we are now back in Wasserbund, and we're right where we need to be. That's impressive. Well, I guess I might as well re-equip the mace now that I can. And then I can go to the north and go back to Coorhagen. Coorhagen is the next area that we can go to. We probably saw that house earlier. That house that we saw in a couple of videos ago was the first house that you see in Coorhagen. Coorhagen has been hurt by the plague, and it will become rather nasty to deal with if you don't know what you're up against. Though really you'll be dealing with some annoying enemies more often than not while you are in Coorhagen. And the sun has come up. Any moon caves that were open will now be closed, and it will be sunny again. And we'll have to wait a little while longer just to get to another moon cave. Like right there. It's closed now. And by going north from here, we get Coorhagen.
Coorhagen, my home. The finest city in all of Nosgoth, rich in vanity and conceit. I had no delusions as to the welcome I would receive.
It's not going to be much of one. Anyway, by going into this house, we get 2 flays and the magical orb. Not like I'm really going to need much of them, because my health and magic are fine for the most part. It's going to be here that we're going to have some trouble. I need to equip
Iron sword.
And then I want to walk straight into town. The reason I'm equipping the iron sword is because it'll make it easier to deal with some of the enemies that are here. There are some enemies, and they will usually be in the form of that stupid green guy who keeps bringing the zombies out. Like that guy right there. I don't like him very much, as you can see. I mean, he just stands right in front of you, keeps bringing back zombies. And now we have plenty of places to go. Might as well go ahead and check out every single one of them. In here, we have a Heart of Darkness. But there isn't much else to this house. And of course, once we get back outside, the Necromancer will come back. Like there he is right there in the upper right-hand corner there. And a normal house. Not much to this. But as you can see, the plague has wreaked havoc on a lot of people. And there are even some piles of dead bodies that you can't even walk past. This is as far as we can go in this little section. And by going in here, we're going to have ourselves a little test. In here is the spell known as the Aegis spell. The Aegis spell will send projectiles thrown at you by enemies, particularly of a magical variety, back at the enemy. And it can come in handy if you need it to. Even better if it sends the enemy projectile back into the enemy and the enemy dies. We're definitely going to need to get our hands on the Aegis spell. And everything starts by going through this door. And maybe, should I? Why not? I might as well go ahead and use the mace. Alright. And if I could get these guys out of my way. If I could not get hurt the whole time. Why am I being cornered here? That was terrible. Well, there'll be plenty of people that we can suck the life force from while we're here. Ugh. And I could definitely get all of the blood off of these guys. Nice recovery there, Watercress. And again. And again. Alright. Now to keep traveling across this little path here. And can I get some blood off of this guy? I can. And a lot of guys coming after us here. I'm amazed. If they can keep showing up, I'll just keep stunning them with the mace and knocking them down. And hopefully I can get past whelp status on the status screen that I get whenever I press the select button. Or at least can access with the select button. And besides, it's not like I'm really coming back. And there's the Aegis spell up there in the upper left-hand corner. But we're going to have to work our way towards it. Speaking of working our way towards it, we need to stay away from these things. And there is the magic pool spell there. And a lot of these guys are coming after me at once, but I just keep stunning them. They just keep coming at me, and I just keep stunning them. There's a switch right there. Let's go ahead and hit it. And let's get the blood vial. That way we can increase our health yet again. Now, it seems like that's not all. Well, it doesn't seem like there's anything more you can do, but this door to the left is where you want to go to next. Yeah, by going through all that, we open the door to the west of the save spire here. So we might as well go ahead and go get it. So now that we have our game saved, let's try not to do dumb things. As we make our way in here. Oh. Okay, my mistake. It's this door to the east. Apparently the one to the west was the one we had just been through. Got the doors confused. But I knew he opened another door. And now we have a whole bunch of skeletons. These guys now have weapons. And word of the wise, now that I actually remembered it, go ahead and use the iron sword for this section, because it's going to take forever to beat these guys if you use the mace. I mean, you'll be able to tear through them with the mace, or the sword, rather. I keep trying to say one thing multiple times, and I can't seem to do it at the moment. And, okay. Need to remember to access the spell menu and pick up Energy Bolt. Need to equip that. That's not it. There it is. Need to use it on these guys. And I need to remember that there are arrows around here. Let's go ahead and get some energy off of these enemies. Or off these humans, rather. And there is also a rune triangle right there. Want to make sure we get that to extend our magic a little bit. Ow. Might as well take your lifeblood too. And let's make sure.
Invoking this spell cloaks me under a protective aegis. Whatever spell is cast at me will be reflected back at the caster, leaving me unharmed. It will only last for a short time, however, before leaving me vulnerable once more.
That we get the Aegis spell. Mentioned this earlier, but now we get to see it in action. Press X once you have it equipped. And you'll send the projectiles back. You're still vulnerable to physical damage, but at least you don't have to worry about enemies ganging up on you with magical spells, which can pack a punch. And I'm using this just in case this guy tries to hit me with a magical spell. Oh, and it also, yeah, it does repel the shots from these things. Anyway, let's go ahead and hit the switch in the upper left-hand corner of this room and then go through the door to the south. This takes us to this room with piles of dead bodies in it. Okay. And we are now, if I can remember to press the right button, in this part of the town. We have quite a ways to go if we want to make it through Coorhagen, which seems to have become a maze now that there are just dead bodies piled everywhere due to the plague. And necromancers bringing up zombies trying to kill us. And we will explore more of Coorhagen in the next video. So join me next time where we go through more of the maze that is the town of Coorhagen and see what awaits us the further we go in. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!